Greetings and salutations and welcome back to Ultima VII, the Black Gate. Now, before I begin, this stream is going to be a slightly shorter stream than usual, I'm afraid, simply because I'm feeling a bit unwell at the moment. So I just want to limit the amount of time that, well, let me rephrase that. I want to reserve my energy a little bit, is what I'm trying to say. There. So, then without further ado, let us journey onward. Now, when last we played, we'd just told this guy that his foster son, I think, or something to that effect, had been horribly murdered in Trinzic at the start of the game. Well, just before the start of the game, rather. And yes, I think he wanted to know who did it, or some... No, wait, did he? I forget. But more to the point, we have been charged with finding out who has threatened the shrines of control, diligence, and passion that the gargoyles here hold sacred. That was one of the shrines. The other one is, well, a second of them is here. You can see statue. I was hoping it would give us something slightly more specific than statue, but that's fine. And here. And I might be wrong, but I think that they represent the main villains of the first three games. Minax, Mondain, and Exodus. I'm trying to remember, let me see. I think Minax represented passion, Mondain... control, and Exodus discipline. I'm not sure. At any rate, so someone has threatened these shrines, and we've been asked to find a way to, or to figure out who it is. I think, or something to that effect. To express happiness at your return, says Quaven. I'm just not quite sure who. I should be talking to here. We've talked to these people before, so I'm not going to read out absolutely everything. I'm mainly just digging to see whether there's some extra bit of information here. Something that might lead us to who it is that's behind the threat to the shrine. I'm thinking the Fellowship Center is probably not a bad place to go. To ask how I may assist human. To head the fellowship in Turfin. Now let's see. Do we have anything here? Don't think so. Hold on. Where's the other gargoyle? There should be, yeah. There's another gargoyle that runs. That has a hand in running this place. But, don't know where they are right now. I don't know when we eat whoever that was. It looks like people are closing up for the day, unfortunately, here on Turfin. Let's just have a wander around for a bit. We eat later, whoever that was. Let's see what place this is that we found. It's a locked place. Alright, well, we will respect their right to privacy. Let's see, what about this way? Oh, this one's not locked. Oh, this is lovely. It looks like a garden shed. Let's see what else we have. Everyone's a bit hungry, unfortunately. So here we are. So it looks like there might be some buildings up there. Also, there is a big chunk of mountain here, which suggests that there's probably a dungeon somewhere. So we might look for that and do a bit of adventuring. Oh, hello. Who's this? Oh, it's Runeb. This is the guy who I was looking for at the Fellowship Hall. To ask what you need, says Runeb. Now, we've spoken to him. So again, I'm just going to skim through this. Yeah, he doesn't actually have much to say. So let's snoop a bit. Nothing of it, any great interest there. More's the pity. So, I'm honestly not sure quite which way we should be looking. I just know that we've been asked to investigate. I think we should be speaking with some of the other gargoyles in town. Maybe I think I read a bit of a spoiler that suggested going to the bar, so I might head that way. So I think yes, let's do that. Maybe we'll get a lead there. There's the locked building again. So I just want to see whether there's a cave entrance here somewhere, perhaps. It could just be. Oh, there is indeed. Okay, so hold on. Where are we? So that I know where to come back to. Okay, so it's here, just on the spur. Okay, so once we're done investigating, if we still have time in this abbreviated stream, maybe we will go and see what's in there. If everyone doesn't eat us out of house and home before. This looks like it might be... Oh, wow. And everyone's here. That's handy. To greet you, human, the gargoyle says to Dupre. To ask how well the study is progressing. Why, it is progressing nicely, friend Forbrack. To ask what brings you to this fine establishment, asked Forbrack. Okay, so again we've spoken with him, so I'm going to skim through some of this stuff. See if I can find some lead here. Troubles. Troubles. To know of only two. To see the conflict between the shrines and the fellowship, and to know of the struggles of the wingless ones. Let's ask about wingless versus winged first. To watch wingless friends be discontented with their lot. To wonder why, but to never ask. To talk to the healer and the trainer. I think I'll do that, thank you. To expect they will have seen evidence if there is evidence to be seen. Okay, the trainer. To be named Infolem. To be very strong. We met him in the previous session, I believe. Both of them, him and the healer, I believe. To be named Inmanilem. Okay, and Shrine versus Fellowship. To believe there are disagreements between the old philosophy and the new. To expect no violence, but to ask you to seek the trainer and healer. To know they are observant and may have seen something. To also suggest you speak with members of the fellowship. Members? To recommend you talk to their leader and their clerk. Clerk. To be extremely violent. He shakes his head. To be named Runeb, which means red mist. To be all that he leaves of a foe after combat. Lovely. That's the fellow who we were just speaking to. Leader. To be very friendly. To be called Quan. Thank you for all the information. Bye. To wish you well, human. Let's see. This is Draxinusom. Let's see. Who is this? Terragus. Infolem. He's one of the people who we want to speak with. It's actually it works out quite nicely that we happen to be doing this investigation at this time of day because everyone has congregated here in the bar. Or not necessarily everyone, but a lot of people at any rate. To be pleased at your return, human, says Infolem. Job. To train others in turf and to be strong and powerful. To sell some weapons also. Conflicts. To know of the conflicts between the altars and the fellowship, but to have no information. To suggest you see Quan, the fellowship leader, here and ask him. Okay, interesting, thank you. Bye. To expect to see you again, human. Now, that was Infolem again. You see a frowning gargoyle. I don't think we've spoken with this fella. Name. To be named Silamo. Job. To be the gardener, he shrugs. Nothing more. He does not seem to be interested in speaking with you. Silama? To know my name if I were winged. He scowls at you. Bye. To get back to work. Yes, someone did say that, in fact the bartender, I believe it was, did say that the wingless ones are discontented with their lot. To give you greetings, human. Name. To be able to call me Sarpling. Job? To provide various magics and items in Turfin. Oh yes, we did speak with him last time. Okay. Goodbye. To give you farewell, human. Okay, so I want to go find the healer. Perhaps the healer is not in the bar. This is a shop. Somewhere around here there's a healer. The healer was, I think, one of the first people that we met. It was either him or the trainer that we met first here on Turfin, I believe. Let's see. Oh wait, hold on. I was going to look for a building, but here is one right now. Just the fellow. Hi. To see you are doing well, human, says Inmani Lem. Nay, I've already. To be called Inmani Lem, human. To wish information about Turfin, information. To tell you to seek out Draxinusum, human, or Forbrak. To have much information about Turfin. Turfin. To be the city of the gargoyles. To be the one of 2 towns where many gargoyles live. To like it here, he adds, smiling. Greetings, Galara. Nice to see you here. I'm glad that you managed to join us. I'm just busy investigating the troubles between the gargoyles who follow the Fellowship and the gargoyles who hew to the old ways of the shrines. Busy trying to find a lead. We've been directed to the healer and the trainer. We've talked with the trainer who had no great information for us. Now we're talking to the healer. Now let's see. I'm trying to remember quite... conflicts. Here we are. To know only of one dissatisfied gargoyle. To have always been problem, but now acting hostile and aggressive. To be named Silamo, the gardener. To recommend you talk to Silamo. We did in fact see Silamo just a short while ago near the bar, which is, now that I think about it, not an ideal place to encounter someone who is in a violent mood. But we know where to go. Hopefully he's still there. I mean, I say we know where to go. We know what place we're looking for. My sense of direction means that we don't know where precisely to go. We don't know which direction in which to go. We do know which building to seek out. This is the Fellowship Hall. I think I remember going down this way to get to the bar. I think this might be it. Yes, here we go. No, not you. I want the other wingless gargoyle. You. To ask what you need, human, says Salama. Job. To be the gardener, he shrugs. Nothing more. He does not seem to be interested in speaking with you. Name? To be named Silamo. Wingless status. He stares at you for a moment. To be right, human. To feel I am treated less for an absence of wings. To see Quaven treated better since joining the Fellowship. To be devoted to the altar of singularity, but perhaps to change if the Fellowship cares not about wings. Quaven? To be also without wings, but to be respected as if he were winged. Treated. To see many others include him in many events from which I am excluded. To know others include him in many more decision-making councils too. Interesting. Others? Gargoyles in the Fellowship. Salamo, to know my name if I were winged, he scowls at you. Bye. To get back to work. You're watching on your phone because your computer's USB controller blew out, you think. So it boots, but it doesn't accept any input. New controller card is on the way. Wow. Sorry to hear that happened. I had something similar happen to my laptop once upon a time. I think a power surge, maybe from lightning, knocked out my, or at least part of my LAN card, cutting me off from the internet on my laptop as well. Frustrating because everything you do is on your computer. Yes, I would... I'd be very upset if something happened to my computer, so I can very much understand. That's not a pleasant thought at all. I can very much understand that would be remarkably unpleasant. Hold on, this isn't the place to go. I want to go back to the Fellowship Hall. Here we are. Hello. We've arrived at a Fellowship meeting. The gargoyle turns to you, frowning. He moves his massive hand to his mouth to use one finger to cross his lips. The Fellowship meeting is in progress. Okay, let's take a seat for a bit. Oh, hey, they've turned on some lights. That's nice. Excuse me while I take a drink. Well, nothing much of interest seems to be going on here. And unfortunately, they're having a meeting right now. Yeah. You see the gargoyle clerk taking notes in the corner. To talk tonight about why the fellowship is important to your lives. To know that each of us has sought the fellowship to feel complete. To have had dreams and longings. To be very true. To know that others who are not members have given up their dreams. To see that they succumb to the mediocrity of their lives to find stability. This is truly boring. Let us get some food. I'm hungry. Wow, that is remarkably accurate to this party. To see them begin to produce unreal ideas and become misaligned. To stray from the true path to what they seek. To lose contact with reality. He sighs. To find failure, not success in what they do. To be very sad. To know, he smiles, that each of the members present has faced such an awakening into the real world. To find in the order a clear path to reach what we seek. The members present all stand and shout. It is time for us to depart, Thorm. Yeah, okay, I think we're going to leave and we're going to... Oops, got a notification on my computer there. Notification reminding me that apparently I'm streaming tonight. Good thing I didn't forget that. It's possible something plugged in got wiggled and the connection cycled rapidly. That happened before and made your USB port stopped working, but rebooting fixed the problem before, not this time. So hoping you can install a new card and use it for the ports. Yeah, yeah, I don't know. Hopefully that'll work. I don't know much about USB ports in particular, so I'm not in a position to comment there, but I do very much hope that you get that working. So that is a serious problem if your USB ports don't work. And yes, Spark, Mr. Let me come with you, I don't eat much. But in all fairness, they're all like that. Every single one of them is like that. 8 hours, please. Thank you, YOLO. Thank you, YOLO. Right. Right, so let's see if we can talk with the fellowship leaders now that the meeting is presumably over. If we can find them. It might be a little early in the day for them, of course. Yes, apparently they're trying to sleep. So we will loiter here in the fellowship hall and wait for them, I think. I don't suppose there's a clock around here somewhere. Ooh, that sealed box is tempting. Let's have a look at this book. It's just the book of the fellowship. That's not terribly interesting. Nothing much. Yeah, I would love to read that. I'd love to get into that box, but that is not very virtuous of me. Not very virtuous at all. Oh, are you awake? I think you're awake. Hi. To ask how I may assist, human. Job. Let's see. Turf and... Let's see. Okay. I think actually, yeah, I think I was supposed to go seek Quave and not this fellow. Fortunately, you were watching someone who knew how to help. Okay, EST Dragon, and he recommended a new card. Okay, I'm glad of that. Glad you had someone on hand to advise you. Yes, phone keyboards are tricky things at times, and the help is my pleasure. I have in fact begun working on that commission. Hopefully you'll like what I put together. Ah, the map. I see. Yes, I can see exactly where we are on that map. Right, so navigating by there, I think we should go this way. Yes, clearly. Not that way, this way. No, this way. This must be Silamo's no, sorry, this must be Silama's place, I'm guessing. Yep, thought so. Since we found these gardening supplies earlier. Now I'm hoping that Runeb is up here and we can have a chat with him. Yes, he's just gone back to sleep, okay. We eat later, whoever that is. Come on, Runeb. Runeb's gone back to sleep. I mean, I understand wanting to sleep in, but it's important to have a consistent waking time, I'm told. Going back to sleep is not always a good idea. Come on. Oh, there you go, Runeb. Hi. To ask what you need, says Runeb. Fellowship? To have more important things to do now. To ask me later, human. Job? To be fellowship clerk. Name? To be Runeb. Okay, he's not talking to us right now. Okay, so I think we're going to want to find Quaven, wherever Quaven is to be found. The Ankh is Zogan, so you want yours to look different. Okay, the designs that I'm working on at the moment do indeed have a different look to that thus far. Oops, I've gotten stuck on the mountains. Excuse me a moment. Yes, I'm actually thinking I might send you the small versions along with the first 3 medium and large versions so that you can okay the general direction that I'm going in. Especially since the first 3 versions, being the simplest of them, don't show that direction very well. Where am I? Hold on, I've gotten lost. Ah, right, okay, I want to go roughly west from here. Okay, well here's a building. So, I don't know where Quaven is to be found offhand. Wait, wasn't Quaven... Was Quaven this guy? I'm not sure. Alright, look, let's feed these people. Provisioner, if you would please. Everyone, slabs of meat for all. Hey, I hope you like your beef tartare, everyone. I think I may have missed Spark, so to be on the safe side. Oops, did miss Spark that time. There we go. And Dupre, I think. No, wait, is this Dupre? This is Dupre. Right, so everyone's had some food. Good. Now, if you'd be so kind as to wake up, sir. I'll admit I understand why people like the the NPC scheduling system in this game. It does do a lot to add verisimilitude to the setting, but I just find it really inconvenient. I'd much rather have static NPCs standing around where I can find them when I want them. I'm happy to give up a drop of verisimilitude for the convenience of being able to actually find people and to, not have to wait out people waking up, etc. But, that is a matter of personal taste. That's just the way I tend to go. Yeah, you're also still asleep. Okay, I think maybe if we go to the yes, let's see if we can nap on one of these beds. There we go. Give me 1 hour should be enough, I think. Thank you. Also not a great idea to nap during the day. Rebecca, hi. Unidentified horse, yes. One day, maybe, one day you will learn which horse that is. But that day is not today, Rebecca. Try as you might. Try as you might. Ah, you're awake. Hello, hi. Sit still, please. To give you greetings, human. Now, are you the person who I'm looking for? No, you're Sapling. Bye. Okay, wrong gargoyle, sorry. It was worth a shot. It was worth a shot, Rebecca. It was worth a shot. Your shot missed. I know this is in Fulham. My shot missed as well. I'm trying to find Quaven. I have no idea where he is. But I'm pretty confident that that's not him. Them, I think, actually. Who are you? No, this is Betra. Don't suppose either of you remember where Quaven is to be found? Oh no, this is Forbrack again. I didn't realise that I'd come round into the back side of the inn. I'll stumble onto him eventually, I'm pretty sure. What building? Oh, this is this is the clinic. You know what? Hold on. I'm going to look this up quickly. Back in a moment. I'm going to wander over to the Codex of Ultima Wisdom and see whether they know where Quaven is. Let's see. Location Turfin. Yes, that's correct. But where? Oh, the Learning Center. He's the guy from the Learning Center. Okay, right. That helps. Alright, now I just have to figure out where the Learning Center is. I think this is it, isn't it? No, this is not it. It's one of the big buildings. Of that I'm confident. I think maybe it's this one. Maybe it's this one. This is a promising build. Yes. No. No, this is the trainer. The Learning Center had books in it as well. Maybe it's this one. Yes, this is the one. Hi, are you Quaven? Yes, I found him! To express happiness at your return, says Quaven. Okay, fellowship. None of that. Job. Learning center? Recreation facility. Name? Alright, let's ask about the organization. To be a group of spiritual seekers striving to reach the highest levels of gargoyle potential. To share with all gargoyles and humans. Share. To share tenets of material well-being. Material well-being? To support financially and personally a poorhouse in Paws. To organize feasts and festivals in Britannia to help morale. To be a much-needed group by all gargoyles and men. To have needed the fellowship myself. Needed the fellowship? To have had poor life before the fellowship. To have been pained, ignored and mistreated by many. To be happy now in my new life. And to hope to hear the voice soon. His eyes widen in excitement. Ooh, you have a stream tonight, Galara. Yes, I very much hope that you get your new USB controller before that happens. To be bringing happiness to another's life soon. Another? He continues on excitedly. To be working on my first convert. To know the joy and well-being I will bring. To feel content and happy. Convert. To be Betra, the provisioner. To feel confident he will join soon. Working. To need a little more persuasion. He looks down. But to be almost ready to join. A baking stream. Now that sounds interesting, Rebecca. So, Galara, do you do baking streams, or is this an in-joke that I'm not aware of? I'm guessing the latter, judging by the emoticons. You will make bread sometime. Okay, that actually sounds like an interesting endeavor. We had a bread maker here for a while, but it seems to have packed up, unfortunately. And of course, that's not the same as making it by hand. She's always putting her baked goods on Facebook. Actually, now that I think about it, I think I might have seen some of your baked goods on Twitter as well, Galara. Am I remembering correctly? voice. To be a good voice that will help to make choices and to help win on Buccaneer's Den. Wait, what? Excuse me? The Guardian helps you win at gambling. It all started... Oh, yes. Well, much started with this game, in all fairness. Let's see. Alright, so I think we should go talk with the Provisioner, by the sounds of it. This is not the Provisioner. I have a feeling that I don't know where the Provisioner is. I'll find them. Started with not being able to find bread last year, but your brother sent you 20 pounds of flour since he found some locally. Yeah, that's definitely one way to get into it. I don't think this is this the Provisioner? Ah, Betra. Yes, no, I think this is the place. To welcome you again, human, says Betra. Quaven. He smiles at the mention of the name. To be a likeable young gargoyle. You learned to do Irish soda bread because you couldn't find yeast anywhere, Rebecca. That's very neat. I've never baked actual proper bread myself, but when I was living by myself in Johannesburg, I had a habit of baking. I'm not quite sure what to call them actually. They were loaves using sort of a basic dough involving self-raising flour and whatever veggies I wanted to eat, just sort of mixed in. They're actually very tasty. What does Irish soda bread taste like, if I may ask? Ooh, shepherd's pie, that's delicious. Join fellowship? To join the fellowship? He shakes his head. To be an organisation not for me. To be quite happy as I am, devoted to the altars. I believe Quaven to have been misled by the others in the fellowship. To not trust them, especially Sarpling. Sarpling? To trust him as far as I could throw him, and to certainly throw him as far as I could. Wow, interesting. Pretty much just like regular bread, but maybe a little bit denser than, say, French bread. Okay, well, sounds tasty at any rate. Well-baked bread is actually quite a tasty thing, I've found. Altars? To have heard the rumours about destroying the altars. To be upset, but to have no evidence. To know that only 2 gargoyles have easy access to such weapons. To be one of those gargoyles, and to know Sarpling is the other. Misled? To believe there is deceit from the fellowship, and to expect that is not what it appears. To believe promises of happiness made when Quaven first joined came true from Quaven himself, not the fellowship. Interesting, and thank you. Goodbye. Okay. To wish you safe travels, human. Okay, so Sarpling we want to talk to now. Sarpling. No, this is Forbrack. Sarpling. Was Sarpling the gardener? Okay, so this doesn't go too slowly. I'm just going to quickly look up which one is Sarpling. I am quite terrible with names, I should add. Okay, wingless. Oh, the reagent. Oh, it's the reagent shop guy. Right. Yes, got it. I'm quite bad with names, I'm afraid. I think this was the reagent shop. Yes, names and not getting lost are 2 things I'm bad as. Am I taking notes as I go? Nope, no notes. I'm just winging it, to be honest. Not the ideal way to play Ultima 7, but it's the way that I'm doing it this time. Brave. Well, there are probably other more accurate terms, but I appreciate the positive outlook in that description. To give you greetings, human. Job. Oh yes, no, I don't need the job. I want to ask you about the fellowship. To be an important part of my life. To support the fellowship fully. Turfin? To be the city in which you are located. To be the city of gargoyles. Well, this being a repeat playthrough, you'll allow it. My thanks for your leniency, Lady Rebecca. Gargoyles. To know Quan is the fellowship leader. To believe he gives good guidance. He appears thoughtful. To have spoken to Draxinusum? I have, yes. To see Forbrak or Quaven then? To know they see all the citizens regularly? Job? Okay, we've asked about that. Name? To be able to call me Sarpling. Turfin? To be the city in which you are located. To be the city of gargoyles. Okay, we've talked about this. Gargoyles? We've talked about that. We said yes there. Okay, so we don't have anything. You told me not to stand on ceremony, peasant. I'm not. I'm sitting. So, all right. I think we've pretty much gone through the entire quest line. I think we're just supposed to go and announce who we think did it. So it's looking like Sarpling being the only one with the means and the motive. So we want to talk to big strong altar guy. What's it, altar guy? I forget his name. Not Draxinusum though. I think it might be you. Yes. To have returned, to be glad to see you again, human, says Terragus. To be welcome to the House of the Altars, to be helpful to you. Well, let's ask him about Inama. He smiles sadly, but with obvious pride. To have been a fine young gargoyle, the pride of us all. To wish to know who was responsible for his dishonourable end. Okay, so I'm trying to find... here we are, trouble. To have been many disagreements in town lately. To be much tension between the followers of the principles of the altars and the followers of the fellowship. To have heard rumours of threats to the altars. Rumours? To have heard that someone in town is planning to destroy the physical representations of the altars. To be not the same, of course, as actually destroying the basic principles of control, passion, and diligence, but to be bad for us nonetheless. To be finding out who is planning this, if there is time, perhaps. To return to me with evidence when you determine course of action. To be very grateful for your assistance. Okay, so I need evidence. That's what I want. Okay. Got it. So, marsupial greetings. So, Sarpling. Where does Sarpling live? I suppose, yes, no, that's right. He lives in the item shop, in his reagent shop, rather. So, I suppose we're just going to go and rifle through his stuff. Seems reasonable. Once I actually find the place again. It wasn't that, because I remember that it opened to the south. Let's see. I think this might be it. Yes, this is the place. Hi, I'm just going to, slip in here. You don't mind? No, that's fine. Good. He has a powder keg. And to tell you the amount of explosives is quite adequate to destroy the altars. To remind you of the need for silence and of the punishment it will help you avoid. Runeb. Okay, there's our evidence. We will have that. No, okay, fine. Hold on. Inventory management time. We will have that and that. Thank you. Anything else for us to rifle through here? No, not really. Okay. Rifling through people's stuff is what the Avatar does best. That is true. That is very true, Rebecca. Galara, what is that? Oh, that's a Splut avatar, a Splut emoticon. I've just realized what that was. Where am I going? I'm going to the altars, that's right. So, I don't need to alter my course. So, Terragus. Hi. No, Terragus, hi. There we go. Evidence, there we go, excellent. To have brought me something, some evidence about the rumours. It's a pie splut, yeah. Yeah, I see, indeed, I see that now. I wonder whether it's tasty. So yes, to be wonderful, to see it please. You hand him the note from Runeb that you found in Sarpling's shop. Ah, Runeb, to have suspected as much. To be always reaching for more by the most violent means. If you put it on that pedestal, would that make it altered evidence? Yes, indeed it would. Yes, indeed it would. Ah. He sighs. To ask you that you confront him with this evidence. To suggest that anything less will not reveal truth. To be prepared for anything, please, human. For to know not how he will react. He shakes his head. To be not hopeful for a peaceful solution. To thank you for your assistance. Thank you and goodbye. And to keep my finger on over the letter C. You know, I think Sarpling did this under the was planning this under the influence of some sort of psychoactive. I think he was in an altered state of mind. Oh, chat scrolled a bit there. Let me just see what's happened. Oh, Rebecca, you were there for it. Dominus threw a pie at Lord British, so now Richard Garriott is Splut Dragon. And it was glorious, although his aim perhaps a little less so. Oh, they both aimed perfectly. It sounds like it was an amusing event. Oh, I'm glad you were there for it, Rebecca. So, I hand over the C key. You would prefer a better shot. Oh dear. Where did Richard Garriott get hit? Oh, you were one of the planners for that. Oh, nice. And Runeb's not here, which is not nice. So I better go find Runeb, wherever he's gotten to. Oh, who's this? Hey, someone very fast. No, this is Silama. That's fine, thank you. It was in this video. Nice. I think I might have seen that. I think I might have seen a clip of that video. She did an amazing job. Knowing Rebecca, I can believe she did an amazing job, quite frankly. But I can also believe that I can't find Runeb. I'm sure he's around here. Where am I? Where am I? Oh, wow. Okay, yes, I am not in the right place. No, it is only truth, as far as I'm aware. Wait, hold on. Where? Oh, I see where I am. Okay. I thought I was further to the west. So, what am I doing? I'm looking for Runeb. So I want to go to the Fellowship Hall. You were just supporting Cran. She really did the bulk of the planning. Okay. Well done to both of you then, by the sounds of it. Aha. Ah, Runeb. Once again, positioning my hand over the C key. Alter destruction. To be sorry you know that. To need now to kill Sarpling. He grins at you. To need now to kill you. Hi guys. I wouldn't count on that, Runeb. You just have a fellowship medallion, but we will go and rifle through. We will go and loot your home presently. To ask how I may assist, human. Alright, it doesn't look like you have anything particularly interesting. So, Sarpling. Sarpling was that reagents person? Yes, it was. Found note. A surprised expression mixed with fear covers his face. To be all Runeb's decisions. To be all Runeb's doing. To want nothing to do with the destruction of the altars or with the assassination plot. Wait, hold on. Hi. Assassination plot? To not already know about the plot, he wails. To have caused problems this time, Sarpling, he says to himself. To have brought much trouble. To tell you Runeb wanted to frame Quan for the altars. To kill Quan if plan failed, and to be in control of the Fellowship of Turfin. To be Runeb's goal. To be in much danger, you and me. Not as much as you might think. What's happened in chat? Galara couldn't have done it without Rebecca and Golden Flames and Coes and Obeles and everyone's help. And they were her lifeline. Oh, that's very sweet. Well, I'm glad that you had so much help then. So, I want to go and find... Who do I want to find now? 30th in about 6 months. I am on another continent, so I'm not in a position to talk about how the get-together might be held. I will leave that to you two on your continent. In the meanwhile, I will try to figure out where I'm supposed to go on this continent, other than going to loot Runeb's place. Yeah, maybe we should have a quick chat with with this guy. No, looks like there's nothing to be said here. That's fine. You want to scream at the pandemic and make it go away. Ironically, that's more likely to be counterproductive than helpful, I suspect, given how it's transmitted, but I can understand the urge. I can indeed. What are we doing here? So we're going up to loot the place. Yeah, this pandemic has dragged on for a long time. Locked. Okay, so give me a moment to pull out my universal lockpicks. Becca, I seem to recall you expressing an interest in my universal lockpicking technique. Ha! Ooh, a magic boomerang. Nice. And what is this? The person who owns this place is dead. It's no longer owned. It'll be fully masked for screaming purposes. Yes, that is probably wise. Fair enough then, fair enough. And yes, you were not previously aware of this. Well, the thing is, I play as a mage often. It is my instinct to blast things with eldritch fire. It is just the way that I do things, I suppose. I'm going to look up whether that magic magic boomerang is any good. Let's see. So, going back to the Codex of Ultima Wisdom, the magic boomerang does 2 damage, returns after being thrown, always hits magic damage and goes through obstacles. So, it's not great damage, but it has very high range. Wow. That's interesting. A range of 31. That's tempting, actually. I wonder whether... Let me see. So I'm going to keep you on that. I want to keep Yana on this wand, because I think the wand's pretty cool and it's appropriate to our only mage. You're also on crossbows. It's tempting. That's actually not a bad thought. Yeah, you know what? That's what I'm going to do, I think. I'm going to drop this crossbow, and I'm going to... No, not you. Yes, I'm going to give you these crossbow bolts. $227, that's 5. Okay, they weigh slightly too much for our provisioner here. Oh, pardon me. Let's see if I can find something sufficiently weighty that I can move it around. How much does this bottle cost us? Oh, let's see. Maybe that's enough. Ah! Oh, Ultima, you and your inventory system. How is that? All right, hold on. Let's try half. Okay, so I can pass half on. Okay, so let's try half again. Okay, half again. And looks like we're probably out of luck here, though. Yeah. Okay, so this bag's actually empty now. I just need enough mass, enough empty carriage capacity for 7 bolts. Or I suppose, you know what, we can leave those bolts on him for now and give him this magic boomerang as a weapon. The last straw, or bolt, you guessed. Indeed it was. Indeed it was. And now let's bolt out of here. And yes. Now, before we leave Turfin, having done our good deed for the day, I believe that I spotted a dungeon nearby. I'm not going to go in there today. I'm actually going to close up the stream now, I'm afraid, because as I said at the start of the stream, I'm not feeling great today, and although I have been feeling a little better over the course of the stream, I will say, I think I want to rest a bit. In fact, Rebecca, you recommended that I go to bed early, and I do want to try to do that. So, with that, I am going to save. That's probably wise. And call the stream there then. Thank you very much all of you for joining me. Thank you, Galara. I hope that I'll feel better soon. Honestly, part of it is likely anxiety and part of it is likely lack of sleep. So Rebecca's recommendation that I go to sleep earlier is probably a good one. Thank you, Rebecca. Yeah, so where was I? I was saying goodbye, yes. So I won't worry about responding to your message, but I do intend to respond to it probably in the new day at this point, it being now 10 o'clock at night. But I will hopefully respond to it tomorrow. Yes, well, I very much want to. Thank you very much, Marsupial. And I'm glad that you got to make it too, Galara. So indeed, thank you all for joining me. I hope you've had fun. I very much have. And stay well and goodbye. Wow, I said that in a very sad way. Let me rather stay well and goodbye. No, wait, that didn't come out right either. That now sounded aggressive. Wow. Let me try that again. Stay well all and goodbye. Until the next stream, I hope.